Welcome back to another Stormgate video here on ExpeditionRTS. Today we're covering the beginner's guide to infernal structures. Now let's start off with the most basic of structures, the shrine. Now the shrine will be upgraded, as with all Stormgate structures, into different tiers of structures as you increase your tech. The thing that's interesting about all infernal structures is they hold charges. So you can see that this is the shrine, and instead of queuing up production, if I queue up a unit, it will almost instantaneously launch it until all charges are expended, allowing me to rapidly produce units. The Iron Vault is one of two basic production structures. From the Iron Vault, I can produce fruits, magmadons, and hellborn. The other basic production structure is the Conclave, able to produce gaunts, hexen, and weavers. The last production structure is the Twilight Spire, which produces all flying units, such as Shadow Flyers, Harbingers, and Spriggans. For descriptions and breakdowns of all these units, watch my beginner's guide to infernal units. There are 3 tech structures for the infernals. The Ritual Chamber, which has the upgrades for anything found in the Conclave, the Hellforge, which has upgrades for anything found in the Iron Vault, and the Shadow Cleft, which has all upgrades for flying units. Certain buildings are able to produce Shroud, which empower your units, particularly with health. One thing that immediately confuses people, especially if they've come from StarCraft 2, you do not need to build on Shroud. You can build anywhere on the map. You just have to sacrifice an imp. The imp is lost, and the building will then begin to build itself, though you do recover the imp if the building is cancelled. You do not recover the entirety of the cost, though. The Shroud Stone is a defensive structure from the Infernals. It has the ability to detect enemy units, and it has a fairly powerful air and ground attack. It can be upgraded into a Wraith Stone. The Wraith Stone cannot attack, but debuffs nearby enemy units that stands on the Shroud. The Meat Farm, a supply structure that will automatically produce something called Fellhogs. The other thing about the Fellhogs is that they are not something you can control, but they will attack if enemy units come too close. Fellhogs cannot be infested, as in cases of Infernals versus Infernals, in which that would cause a lot of fiends to spawn inside your base rapidly. They do, however, collect white health. Fellhogs will die automatically, but will continue to respawn from the meat farm. Their deaths actually count towards Animus. Now, Animus is collected whenever a unit dies, as long as it is nearby another friendly unit, and enables the use of rituals. Animus that is collected from dying units can be spent with your top bar abilities. First, there is Summon Effigy, which summons a physical object that produces Shroud. As I said, this is physical, it can be attacked, and once destroyed, the Shroud will retreat. There is also Nightfall Infestation, which allows you to make a small area that infests nearby targets. Infested units take damage slowly, and if they die while infested, will spawn a fiend. When all charges are expended, Hellspawn Resurgence allows you to instantly regain those charges for explosive production. Manifest Shroudstone allows you to summon a Shroudstone that will for a short time have double its attack speed and its damage. And finally, there is Shadowfall, which will blanket the map in Shroud. This does not appear to extend across the entire map, but that is only the Fog of War. The entire map is shrouded, even your opponent's base, allowing you to fight anywhere on the map while regenerating this white health. The final ability is yet to be unlocked. The Flayed Dragon is no longer tied to your top bar ability, though it still costs Animus. It is 700 and can be produced from the shrine. If you are new to RTS, the Infernals have one of the most forgiving and easy to learn factions that Stormgate has to offer, partially due to the forgiving nature of their production, and also the mechanic of Animus, which allows you to battle recklessly while profiting off of the loss of your units. The Infernals are incredibly fun to play, and offer unique strategies with their unique mechanics. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.